Good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe! Heyo and welcome in today. Today you're joined by me, Daniel. And here you can see me starting to paint a cheetah painting. Letter C, so we've gone through A, we've done B, now we're going on to C. And I think I'm going to do the whole alphabet eventually. Um, and I could do it multiple times because there's so many animals I could cover. And yeah, it's awesome. Um, but anyway, today I'm here talking about a topic. I am introducing you to, why every minute counts to becoming a more established artist. And also, does 10,000 hours matter as well, and that kind of thing. So, why every kind of minute counts, every minute of creating, why does it count, um, you know, to become a better artist, hopefully. You know, every minute you're drawing, and every minute you are creating, it counts to something, it all slowly adds up. And now, I'll go into the first topic here. So, kind of the first topic regarding this is the 10,000 hours, and some of you might be in here for that because that is a kind of a big topic. There are a lot of artists out there that have discussed this, the 10,000 hours. I think it's 10,000 or 1,000 or something like that. Whatever hours it is, 4,000 hours, 10,000 hours, 1,000 hours, whatever it is, it's a set kind of goal where it's if you've done this many hours, you become you are a more successful artist. Um, some say it's or you do this many hours and you become a successful artist, which is not true at all. It varies from person to person. Um, some take more, some take less, and there's no one set goal that works. However, putting in that 10,000 hours does, it gives you 10,000 hours of work that you've done. And that should be the main goal. It's not this 10,000 hours will get you, you know, to stardom. It's, you doing that 10,000 hours is what it is important about it. It gives you something to kind of hope and strive for, giving you that 10,000 hours that you can be like, I've done this 10,000 hours, and I'm better than I was 10,000 hours ago, so, that's what you should strive for with it. Obviously, there are pros and cons with like going for kind of the 10,000 hour rule and things like that, um, and it shouldn't just be 10,000 hours. It should be your lifetime, because what do you do after that? What do you do once the 10,000 hours is up? If there's two sides where you have improved, you become the successful artist, and that's it. And then it kind of stops from there. You don't really move on. And there's the other way where you don't really achieve much in that 10,000 hours, or you didn't get what you wanted. You might have achieved something really cool with that, but you didn't get quite there yet. You're not maybe a successful artist yet. You've improved, but you still have ways to go. Um, so there's those kind of two kind of scenarios that you can go from, after doing the 10,000 hours or how many hours you set for yourself. Um, keep going with it, keep it's a lifetime thing. You keep improving, keep creating. Um, for me, I would say with these hour and a half challenges that I've been doing, these 90-minute art challenges that I've been doing each week through at the moment my weekly tips, and I've done a few of them. I set out doing them as a filler for some of these videos where I just paint for 90 minutes and you know, I would speed it up and talk over it for um, these chat videos here. And I've not only done 1.5 hour challenges, but I have done probably 20 90-minute art challenges as far as I know. I think I haven't gone and counted them all, but I'd say it's roughly that point at the moment where it's about 20ish, or it's getting there anyway. So, you know, I've started one and I just went for it. So it's like if you do the 10,000 hours, then it's like, oh, I've done 10,000 hours, let's do the next and see where that takes us. So it's, you know, it's a lifetime thing and it's a big, you know, you put in everything with those 10,000 hours. And that kind of thing. So that's my opinion on that whole thing, that whole 10,000 hours to get better. Um, and you know, let me know down in the comments your thoughts and feelings on that kind of a topic. But anyway, going on to number two, the second kind of topic here, of this whole thing, but making every minute count. It's not just the time you put in; it's also the effort. Um, you know, putting in time and everything, yeah, putting in as much time as you can is all well and good. But just putting, you know, blank times in, you know, won't do too much. If you are, say, putting in maybe an hour a day of illustrating and you end up, oh, you know, this is my time, it's between say, you know, maybe it's lunchtime, or maybe it's like, you know, 12 and 1, or 12 and 1, 3 and 4, or, you know, whatever hour it is you put in that time. But you actually, in that time, you say you're illustrating, but you're just kind of maybe doodling, or just kind of chillaxing, or, you know, or playing video games within that time period that you have dedicated to your art or your illustration, your creating, your video making, whatever you're doing. You know, you're putting in your time, but you're not putting the effort in. You know, you can put countless minutes into it, and you can even do it while you're creating. You um, kind of do it, but you only kind of do like one stroke every 5 or 6 minutes, or just put a little highlights here, and don't do too much in that hour. You just do like little things here and there. I mean, that's okay, you know. It's a slower paced, uh, but it's not going to achieve much if you don't put that effort in. You know, you're kind of wasting time, because you're putting in all this wasted time, this time where you could have finished the painting, where you only did the shadow. You know, you've only done the backdrop or something like that within that hour, because you were busy on social media, or, you know, those kind of things. So you put all the time and effort in, all the time you want, but without the effort, it won't, you know, it won't resonate. It won't actually count towards, you know, being this established artist. So that's how you make every minute count that you give, is that every minute that you give, you also putting just as much effort into your time. So, you know, hopefully that makes all sense. And same again for that point there. Down in the comments your thoughts and feelings on that kind of key kind of subject there, related to this whole topic. You know, the next one, number 3, that I'd like to chat to you guys about too. And right now, you're doing good. We're halfway through the video, so that's really good to make this time. Last time I did one of these videos where it's like I'm breaking the sections down now a little bit, see what that does. And some of these videos where, you know, so you guys can just watch the parts that you want if you want, you know. Yeah, breaking these videos down. But yeah, the next one is number three, consistency is key. Now with this one, number three, consistency is key. You know, as it is, consistency is key. With your time, your effort. For me, I'm very consistent. I'm always here about 8ish. Usually painting by 8:30, somewhere around there. 8 to 8:30, I am creating stuff. Um, I do a few things before then. And you know, with other times during my day, I try and cut out other things that I don't want to do or that stop me creating within that time period that I'm creating, like for instance, maybe emails um, or video editing things, manual kind of work like that, editing videos, YouTube stuff that I've got going on, anything like that. I um, try and push and do it at other times so I can, sit back and illustrate within that time period. Because it's best time for me to illustrate. It's peace and quiet time. I can just paint and relax. Tuesdays I got streams on, so feel free to come to Twitch here on my Tuesdays. NZD time about 8:30ish, usually 8:30. Just chit chatting and painting. Um, and that's a consistent thing, as well as for me, um, posting on YouTube. I've got consistent, one one a week and one a weekend. Um, I'm consistently doing a 90-minute art challenge each week. One, it may be Wednesday or Thursday. I usually do it. So that's something consistent. Just keeping on going. Um, you know, and doing things at a good pace. You don't want to get too kind of burnt out and do things kind of uh, inconsistent. Because if you um, you can be inconsistent. Do things on the fly a little bit. But yeah, but being more consistent with the time you spent um, to better yourself will help you out a little bit more better. Keep going, keep pushing yourself, keep creating. Just keep going and don't get discouraged. That's another point for this consistency is key. For me, I've had many pushbacks. I always have pushbacks. I'm still having pushbacks, but I'm still going at this. I'm still creating. I know I can do it. I know I can get there to this point where I want to be at. It's just a matter of when and, keeping on pushing, keeping on going. It's like being that record, you just gotta keep trying. Don't let anyone tell you can't. You gotta keep creating. And if you aren't creating, maybe there's a different underlying thing there. Why you're not? Because maybe you just don't want to create. For yourself. You gotta create for yourself. Yeah, and keep going. So let's go on to the last little topic here. Well, somewhat. The fourth topic in this putting every minute in. Number four, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Number four, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. This is your career, your creativity, your fun time in the end. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. I mean, think of, when you started this, when you started creating and doing things. Um, Surely you weren't focused on, getting yourself better too much. To begin with, you were just having fun doing what you're doing or creating videos, and just focusing down and having fun. Think of that. Think of those times that you've had creating things, why you enjoy it. Um, you know, I mean, look at the 10,000 hours kind of thing. That looks really, really scary that, you're putting in 3 hours a day, or 6 hours a day, or whatever it is that you're putting in. You've got these big projects that you want to get done, like maybe you've got a comic book that you want to do, a children's book, or you want to do videos like this, or you want to do, you know, something interesting, but you only have, say, 2 hours a day, or less than that, or half an hour a day. It looks very overwhelming, and it can be, very daunting and look very scary. But you can achieve it. With um, the limited time I have, only have like 2 hours ish a night to do this kind of thing. On top of trying to find artists and trying to push my art, doing these 90-minute art challenges. Got all this stuff that I'm doing. Um, but and sometimes it does get overwhelming and feel like a lot to do. But I don't let it get to me. I just slowly just put in the time. Make sure I know that every minute does count. Every minute that I am drawing adds up to these videos where I need like about roughly 2 hours of me painting. Every minute of painting really counts. Same with 90-minute art challenge. Every minute of me actually painting does count. It means that I can relax at like 10 o'clock that I've done that 90-minute art challenge, you know. So it slowly does help. And you could look at, I've done this before where you kind of, because I have to kind of record me painting, and I've had it times where it's good to get out there where I'm not painting, well, not recording myself while painting, which is really cool to do. Um, It is challenging keeping up with all, and I do every now and again paint without, recording any restrictions or anything. It's really great to do, but anyway, I was saying, that, just to draw for fun, just to paint, just to create. I wasn't saying it'll come to me soon. Um, but record yourself, how much painting you actually do. It doesn't have to be screen recording. It could be use your phone and record how much time you actually spend painting. And that can be a good process. It can for you could be negative because you see it that you're not spending time doing this, and then you feel bad about it and all that. Um, but it also could be a good push. That's like, well, you're actually spending 8 hours at home, but you're only painting for, say, half an hour. Hours, or you're only creating for half an hour. Why is that? What can you do about that? And that's what's important to see about it. But yeah, and again, overwhelming, looking after your health, dealing with burnout and that kind of thing as well, was another kind of aspect, but I don't have too much time to go into that depth. But yeah, just have a break, have a Kit Kat, just relax every now and again. You don't have to create every second of the day. This video does say, every minute counts. Um, but just be grateful for the minutes and the time that you do put in. If you do need to go, go play hockey or, go and shoot whatever, go to the gym, that time is not wasted. That is, working on your health, working on your exercise. All that time counts as well, family time, um, just you're relaxing, catching up with your latest show that you like to watch. All that stuff adds up eventually because that makes you, feel happy still, happy to keep painting, and keep creating. It doesn't make you feel, doing those things make you feel like less daunted that, you're always constantly painting. You've got other things in your life as well, or creating videos. You got other things in your life, and all those influences help you as well. Taking a walk, it could give you the greatest idea of the lifetime, or going to the gym, going outdoors, going for a walk, seeing, going to the zoo. You could see animal that you've never seen before, and you could see something from it that could help create a creature that you've never imagined before. So, just going out and about, just not feeling so overwhelmed with it all. Look at what you've done and what you've accomplished. Because it doesn't have to be overwhelming. You can create. It's not as daunting like, oh, 10,000 hours so much, but you put an hour in a day, that's all you can achieve. That's fine. That's your goal. You're in charge of it all. So hopefully, you've enjoyed this video. You've come in, you've learned something new, and you're going to become, or you are achieving to become a more established artist. Let me know again down in the comments your thoughts. Keep drawing, everyone. Keep creating, and see you in the next video.